dances free, spreading love like confetti glee. Katie Moonchild, shining so bright, bringing joy in the dark of night.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Dolly, you got me giggling. Here, you guys. Look at this chat. Look at this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. My chair's turning all by itself. I don't have my feet on the floor. I'm not grounded today. Oh, let me put this up there. No, I don't want that. I want... How about the chat? No. Hey, they have two buttons that look alike. There we go. Ha. Bingo! There you are. No double cameras today. We're going to try to keep the hiccups to a minimum. It's the first of the month. Bills are all paid. So broadband shouldn't be an issue if that's what the problem was before. Hi, everybody. Oh, my goodness. You made it look like you were hammering an angel. I didn't even notice. I thought it was just, hey, ice, hammer, pick, you know. Oh, my goodness, girlfriend. Hi. Oh, my heavens. I tell you, I'm going to go find where was that before we started this conversation. Hi, guys. I hope you guys are all having a good week so far. Things have got kind of crazy, haven't they? I got a couple things that I unmolded to show you that are no big deal. I'm really tired of making snowflakes. That's all I can say. But these that I got right now, they're really fun. They're pretty. They're really pretty because they're clear, like ice. So they're ice flakes, right? Except they've got that inside. So I can get it in camera so you can see it really good. See the sparkles? No, you don't turn, chair. My chair swivels a bit too easy. I need to adjust it. Hi, Sin. Welcome. And there's this one. A little bit of glitter in there. And then there's this itty bitty bitty that is the same snowflake, only really small. He doesn't hang anywhere. You just kind of like put him in on the branches. You put him in presents. Use him as little decorations on your gifts. Then I have it in the medium size. Just realized I had 3 of these up here. I didn't know I did 3 of them in the clear. I really like this though because it's super sparkly, just in the shininess of the mold. But see all the glitter in there? And then there's this one. Hi, Fatima! Mwah! Chat delay, huh? It's interesting to watch it there and then to watch it on your channel too. There's usually a couple second delay. But if you need to, for some reason, come back and watch it on the replay, you can see the chat right away. You don't have to wait for YouTube to process it first. So that's why I put it up there. Plus, it's kind of fun to have everybody see what everybody's saying. And then there's... Okay. And there's this one. See, almost just in the shininess of the mold. But this one is my favorite. And it's the smallest. Hold on to it by the... But the way the glitter landed in it. is just gorgeous. There's gold, so you can see I even put little bits of really fine gold in there. You can see it sparkle every once in a while. But like I said, I'm tired of making snowflakes. This is what I made with the leftovers. I've been making this guy, right? Well, I finally made it nice and thin. So he can go. I got to put some silver paint on the highlights, on the details, so the details show up better. And then I've decided I'm going to put some UV resin all over the top of it and make it shiny instead of dull. And I'm planning on doing a video of fixing boo-boos. I have a lot of them. Kelly, good morning. Sweetie, how you doing? You're getting your infusion set up? I was just going to ask you if your nurse had shown up yet. Well, blessings to you, darling. Anyway, because I have a lot of boo-boos to fix. Look at this dude. He's got bubbles. See them? See where the bubbles were on the tips of those? I'm going to show you how to figure out which direction to do stuff in the camera. Even on the very tip of the tree. I'm going to show you how to fix those. Plus, the red in the beard, and I sharpen all that stuff. And I thought I'd just do a video. Maybe just a really relaxed live stream. Only problem is if I do it as a live stream, I can't do that and pay attention to the chat very well. So maybe I need a partner with me. Oh boy. Anyway, we'll have to talk, guys. You're all welcome. Flowing. Hi, darling. How are you? How are you? So anyway, today I'd like to say a little prayer to get us started, if you don't mind, since everybody's starting to come in and everyone. Your body doesn't feel the same, and you have lots of age spots and lines on your face. Nah, they're laugh lines. They're laugh lines. They're happy lines. I love every wrinkle I have. I've earned them. I don't want to do anything to hide them. I use lotion on my face. I don't even go through a big biodegradable soap and then lotion, and then when the lotion dries, I will put coconut oil for my moisturizer. That's my skincare routine. And as you can tell, I do, maybe you can't see it. I do have a breakout right here. I have a third eye. Don't we all want to go through Christmas with a second third eye? I'm so silly today. Anyway, pull it together here. Phone keeps timing out on me. Let's pull it together. Thank you. Yes, Fatima, you're beautiful. When I look at people, I don't see that flesh thing you live in. All I see is that light that you're radiating out. Because I'm a very visual person, but when I'm with you guys, it's all on how it feels. So I don't got nothing to do with these things. These things will lie to you anyway. Pay attention to this one. I mean, God bless me for having these. I don't ever want to lose these. But pay attention to this one. It'll never lie to you. These, they're just a lens. And sometimes lenses get blurry, right? Hi, Teresa. Good to see you, Teresa Loving. Yeah. So anyway, let's say a little prayer together to get this thing started. So, from the four energies, sorry, boy, I tell you, Can't even start a prayer out right today. I love you. Oh, from the energies of the four directions, we call upon you in full gratitude, humble reverence, and honor. We call forth our guides, angels, and ancestors. We also call forth the great spirits and ancient indigenous people of this land who were born of the soil of the Grand Canyon. Give us calm, clarity, and motivation as you bring us the truth through love and inspiration while we tackle the questions of our day. Thank you, Ashe. And so it is. I'm ready. You guys ready? Let's start this. I didn't pull a quote today. I did pull a stone, and I'm really glad I did. Move this out of the way. All the cards I'm using are right here in the stack today. Can you tell? So let's see what we get from our Be Mindful, 100 Mindful Prompts deck. The box is falling apart, so I've been keeping it in a bag lately. So I thought since I noticed the box was right there, I should show it to you. See if I can keep my chair from doing the old twisty thing. I'm sitting cross-legged in it, and it's so nice to just be tilted back a little bit. It's like how I would sit on the couch. Your couch, even. I take my shoes off. Oh. Yeah. Oh, we got a good one. From the life category. Oh, man. Yes. Oh, I couldn't agree more. If you don't have goals, a little bit of glare there. If you don't have goals, then you won't see opportunities. And this is by the author of this deck, Clement Decor. Write down your intentions for the week. Wow. Awesome. Hi, Sonia. Welcome, sweet lady. Good to see you. If you don't have goals, then you won't see opportunities. Clement Decor. Write down your intentions for the week. That's pretty straightforward, I'd say. And it's really interesting that we get that card, or that I get that card, because yesterday I was thinking about the goals that I have set, what I'm working for, and what I want to attain, but I don't have them in any sense of a priority. And I've been getting a lot of messages lately that it's confusing to manifest what I want when I don't have it set in a order of what's important to me. Spirit must have agreed to that, because the box to these cards just jumped off the shelf. I've been talking all this time, and it just jumped off the shelf. And here goes my chair again. Wow. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Do. Somebody call Zach Baggins. Sorry. I didn't mean that. Please don't do that. Oh my goodness. What a silly woman. Anyway, if you don't set goals, you also, when you set those goals, you kind of need to prioritize them. Because as you're manifesting these things, you personally need to know which ones are more important to you. Is cash flow more important, or is stability at home more important? Or does cash flow provide stability at home? See what I'm saying? Prioritize those things that you're trying to manifest. So write down your intentions. Sometimes those things are out there, they're so big, and it's like, how do I grasp it? How do I start? One step at a time. You know what the goal is, you know what the end game is. The process, let it take its time. Don't rush it. Put one foot in front of the other. Recognize your goals that you've set, and always make sure that when you're putting your foots down, your feet down, that you're going in the direction of those goals. And it's amazing. You'll see opportunities along your way. Wow! It just did it again. And my computer timed out. What's going on here? Mom, are you trying? I called in the ancestors, didn't I? My goodness. I'll try putting it there. Interesting. So write down your, apparently this is an important message. That's strange. Write down your intentions for the week and then slowly start the process towards fulfillment of them. I like that. I really like that. That's a really good one for us for this week. And for the crystal, excuse me, I love what we got. I haven't gotten this in years, pulling this card. Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking through the door. Yes! I love it. Yes. I haven't gotten the stone in so long. I get it every once in a while in Saturday Solutions. When I first started doing Saturday Solutions, I'd pull crystal, I'd do chakra cards. Saturday Solutions was usually at least an hour long when I first started doing it. Anyway, the card we got, better with time. Amalite. Look at, got the Ouroboros snake. Look at that. I love this card. And I even have an Amalite for you. There you go. I love it because this one's opalized. Got this at the gem show. I don't think it was very expensive either. I think it was like $5 or $10 was all. They're all over. You can get them big enough to make a door out of. There, they have lots of them. They find them on the beach. I always thought they had to find them in the ocean, but no, they find them. I've been watching videos. They find these things if you are walking on the beach and you see a rock that looks like it's, granite or kind of ugly, but it's round, very, very round, but it'll have an edge on it. Odds are it's one of these laying, however. The edge is from this part. So they break them along that edge and they split in half, and there you go. There's your Amalite. So yes, better with time. I really like this card too because it has all the astrological signs as well around it. So what the book is telling us about Amalite. It has a Mohs hardness of only a 3.5 to 4 out of 10. So it is quite soft. Well, it's from a seashell. It's from a sea creature, very delicate sea creature. That's basically a baby nautilus. And you can get them, like I said, big enough to make a door into your house out of. A long time ago, when the mountains were oceans, A cephalopod called ammonite made its home in a spiral shell on the ocean floor. Its shell was much like the shell of a snail or a conch. I have a baby conch. I gotta eat a baby conch cell right here. Hello, conch, baby cute. I have two great big ones in my bathroom. That I got in the Caribbean. Lovingly in its spiral form, but otherwise unremarkable. Yeah. When the ocean receded, these cephalopods failed to recede with the ocean. Their remains were fossilized in what became a mountainside. The pressures of time and the soil matrix of the mountain caused the remains chemistry to shift and become opalescent and sparkling. Time changes everything. Ammonite knows. What in your life needs spaciousness and time as you can become a jewel? What in your life needs spaciousness and time so that you can become a jewel? Wow, we get all caught up in today right now. And it's what's happening today right now makes it possible for these things to exist. In Wisconsin, we do not have ammonite, but we do have nautiloids, which are similar in shape, but they are found in much older rock. Oh, that's cool. If you could get one. Oh, I'd love to have one of those. Oh, and by the way, I'm putting the word out there to y'all who live where there's a lot of water. I'm looking for a hagstone. If you come across one, don't buy me one on Amazon or somewhere, please. But if you come across one in your wanderings along the creek or river or whatever, grab it and send it to me. I would forever be indebted to you. Thank you. You'll get one for me? Cool. Hey, I get upset when I can't find this. I've had this, gosh, I think I bought this in the early 80s. You can tell it's very dusty inside. I need to wash it. I'm always scared to wash my stones though, because certain things will make them change color, will make them deteriorate over time. Um, you have to be very careful what you wash and clean your crystals with. Like if you use window cleaner, that's got ammonia in it. That's very harsh, very harsh. You want a hagstone too? Yes, Kryon power. I want to wear one. Yeah, yeah, I know you have, Dolly. They're to find one in nature is very special. So I'm hoping when you find one, you find two so that you can have one. So we both can have one. No, they have them on Amazon, and they occur quite often in the UK, on the beaches in the UK, from what I gather. It's just where, stones have kind of nestled together and then worn down with the tide and just make up a lovely little hole. I just, they're cool. They're just really cool. Anyway, back to the ammonite. Ancient creature, very delicate creature in its living being, but once it's become fossilized and opalized in the fossilization process, they're just gorgeous. This has greens and oranges, and the camera doesn't do it any justice. It really doesn't. The red that flashes in there, is so, there you go. You can see a little better. See the greens and reds. And nature did that. So pretty. Unlike my, I have always, when I make stuff, I have overpour, right? Well, I really did a lot of overpour when I made those whitish snowflakes that were in with the gnome video yesterday. Oh, I apologize for that video. You guys couldn't see what I was doing, but I can't. If I put my head here so I can see what I'm doing, you can't see because my head's in the way or my hand is in the way. So if I pull it back here so I can see what I'm doing. So I've decided I won't be painting in those little kind of molds very often unless it's something really, really special. It was a learning experience for me, and I appreciate your patience with me. Thank you. Anyway, Amalite is gorgeous. So if you can get one, they're usually not too hard to find. Souvenir stores even. I say that because this is a very touristy place. So we have lots of souvenir stores, and they always have boxes where you can rake through the stones and buy stones. And some of them are real, some of them are not. I used to think, oh yeah, those are dyed. Oh yuck, they're not natural, so they're not the real deal. Well, guess what, gang? A lot of the stones that you buy in jewelry is treated in some way or another. So there again, once again, be very careful. If you have a stone that you really like in a piece of jewelry, maybe it's in a ring, make sure if you're washing your dishes or cleaning your house, take that ring off. It's easier on the metal too. Just saying, just to be safe. Anyway, my overpour. You remember I got the big skull? And in it were these guys. Were these dudes. So at Christmas time in my overpour, I made skulls. But I want to fill up the big one. Put a bunch of these little guys in there. So I got to make a bunch. But I thought they turned out kind of cute. I have 4 of them. This one's my favorite because he's got more color in him. He has more color in his skull. It's like he has an active cranium. They're kind of fun. They're so little, though. About the size of my Amalite. They're both about the same size. Anyhow. So, you like all of them? Oh, they're fun. They're fun. Boy, they were hard to get out of the mold. Oh, my goodness. Dolly was watching me. I couldn't believe how hard they were to get out of the mold. So, I think that sounds like this week we're going to need to be taking care of ourselves so we can see our opportunities that are in the goals we set, right? So, let's do some self-care. Inside of the box says, take care of yourself so that you can shine your soul's light. Please, we need that light. Oh, you like skulls? You have a collection of them? Oh, Sonia. Oh, Sonia. Where did I put him? As I knock everything off as my chair turns. I got this guy. And the little guys came with him. I can't wait to do stuff. You put so many things in the skull. Dried flowers. I just got so many ideas that, he's going to be fun. And I never was a big skull person before, but I got these, and then now all of a sudden I'm really into them. And Fatima, it's on the 10th. Okay. Thank you very much. I will definitely put you on my prayer list. You guys are on my prayer list anyway, but I'll add your husband to it. I say a little special prayer for all cancer survivors. So we have our own little web of creation. It's kind of like but when I think about it and I look throughout, like just in the card readers, throughout this vast YouTube community of card readers now, holy crap, there's so many. But the ones that I know from, 10 years ago, 5, 10 years ago, are all, they're all doing the same thing. They're all struggling just like we are. And that is weird. My computer keeps timing out. Hey, the thing that's not timing out is my internet, right? Maybe, shh, don't say that so loud, Katie. Anyway, I'm really scatterbrained today. It seemed like this weekend, I don't know about you guys, but it seemed like this weekend was really long. I don't know what I did with that box I just had. Oh, well, I'll find it later. The weekend was long. Flowing like skulls too. So let's get some sentiment stones. What do you want us to know today? Got 2 at a time. I always find it interesting when you grab 2 and they're the same color. And we're talking natural stones here. First stone, believe. You get this a lot. Second one is success. Same color stone. Always blows me away. One more. Yes. Peace. And I'm going to pull self-care stones to go with these. I like what those 3 say together too. Believe your success will bring peace. Believe our success will bring peace. Because I know that's one thing that we all have on our lists that we want to create in this new world. Since the chair is twisting, I might as well shuffle in my lap. This is going to drive me nuts. Put foot down there. Now. Wow, so your husband goes in for his colonoscopy on the 10th. Dolly is going to North Carolina on the 11th. Y'all are traveling people. I just love prepping for colonoscopies. I have them every 3 years because we have a history in my family. I'm being sarcastic. I hate those things. Okay, believe. What is our card? Oh, nice. Pulled right, stuck right up there. Really, I love this card. This is me every evening, actually. Watch a movie for believing. Take time out. You'll never be surprised where you will see inspiration in things like movies, television shows, music, all that. I love this card. She got her kitty in her lap and her cup of cocoa or coffee. She needs her popcorn, but she's being healthy. Number 54. Watch a movie. The mantra is, I am worthy of relaxing. Believe that. You're worthy of relaxing. Oh, and here's a journal prompt for you also. I love it. What is your favorite movie from childhood? And how does it make you feel? You have to have one every year? Oh, Teresa. Colonoscopies aren't very fun. Hey, keeps you clean inside. We carry a lot of waste. That that's yeah, we won't go there. That's interesting. Tell me, what was you guys' favorite movie as a kid? Mine's easy. I was big into Bambi. To this day, I love Bambi. I think that's probably one of the first movies I ever remember seeing because it came out, I think it came out just shortly after I was born or shortly before I was born, 1950s. So, yeah, Bambi. Anyway, movies are a beautiful way to escape into fantasy, slip into another culture, or try on a different point of view. They can be the perfect indulgence when you need a time out, perspective shift, or a deep belly laugh, or even just a good cry. Plan a night to watch a movie by yourself and journal about how it makes you feel. Treat yourself to a solo date night at the movie theater. You're worth it. Organize a themed movie night with a loved one or a group and step out of reality and into a story together. I like what that says. So let's watch a movie tonight. Oh, Bambi and the Sound of Music. I got to see the Sound of Music in Los Angeles. I can't remember the theater. It's a very famous theater. I think they tore it down. I'm not sure. It's by Grauman's. What used to be Chinese theater. Wow. Anyway, it was one of the first theaters to have multiple movie theaters in one building. I'm aging myself here. Date. But the main thing was all about the Sound of Music because it had just premiered, and so there were gargoyles on the posts. My great aunt took me to stuff like that in LA when I was a kid. So yeah, Sound of Music. I know the words to every single song. I've seen that movie so many times. The monkey. Hmm. The first stick didn't take. Oh, good. Uh-oh. I said good. I'm sorry. I didn't read that properly. The first stick didn't take. Oh, I hate that. Owie. We were just talking about that a few minutes ago, weren't we, Kelly? Well, let's talk about success then. Let's pull self-care for success on this infusion day. Pull another one. Get two of them for success. Okay. Here you go. First one, deep breathing. Practice some breathing exercises. I don't know about you. I've been so kind of stressed lately. I've caught myself, I'm not breathing very deep. So I'm not getting a lot of oxygen to my head. So that means without the oxygen to your cells, you're going to experience more physical pain. So breathe deep. Take in as much oxygen as you can. We're talking success in self-care here. You need that oxygen. That oxygen will also relax you. You know, there's a reason why they give it to you in an ambulance. You may not have a real serious injury or you got it. Maybe you cut yourself, or maybe you broke a bone, or maybe you sprained an ankle, but one of the first things they do is put that oxygen snort up your nose. There's a reason. It relaxes you and it eases pain. Like that. And if they notice your heart rate goes up, they'll turn the oxygen up a little bit. Kind of interesting how our bodies will work in this. The other card that we got goes along with watching movies. Oh, as I turn green, oh, it goes with the card. Look for fairies. Do you know how to see a fairy? I can teach you. Look for fairies. Okay? Do you ever notice little sparkly things out here? When you do, turn your eye towards it. Not your head or your body, just your eye. And it'll move. You just saw a fairy. That's how I see them. Yeah. And they're fun. They're a lot of fun to play with and mess with and talk to. But once you invite them in, understand they need your attention. And they need your attention at least every day, or they will start playing tricks on you. Like hide your keys, and you look all over the place and then put them right back where you had them. And you're going, but I just looked there. I know they weren't. You ever been there? Can't find your other shoe. Digging all over the place looking for that other sock. Yeah. Hello, Faye. Hello. The way that you make them happy, you can give them tobacco or whiskey, or make little foil. They love shiny things, so give them something shiny. I like to make little foil balls, and I'll put them out. I put them in my flower pots outside. I don't have any plants growing inside at the moment because I had a kitten that I didn't want to eat a house plant that might be poisonous, so I just removed them. But when I have house plants, I'll put them in my house plants too, because fairies live in your house. They live inside and outside. House fairies, they're lovely. Yeah, they keep the dust bunnies under control so their fangs don't get too sharp. Move on, Katie. Have fun. Be silly. Don't forget that. Don't let the seriousness of the day get to you. Okay? And the final card for our self care is peace. And we do have one card. And it's perfect. Drop all these cards on the floor. Meditate. You want peace this week? Make time to meditate, even if it's only 5 minutes. Find 5 minutes alone to be quiet. Turn off all extraneous noise if you can, if it's at all possible. And see where your mind goes. You don't have to necessarily shut your mind down. That's the fallacy that that people really seem to use as a block. I can't meditate because I can't shut my mind down. Well, maybe you're not supposed to shut your mind down. Maybe you're supposed to be focusing on what your mind is running off with. The whole purpose of meditating is focusing your energy, be it on being calm, being peaceful, manifesting whatever it is. The purpose of meditating is aligning your chakras, your energies, being grounded with Gaia as well as the cosmos. For me, that's the whole purpose of meditating. Sometimes when I meditate, I don't even have a purpose or anywhere I particularly go. I will just sit and absorb the quiet. Just let that, no fans going, no TV going, no music. I have a lot of road construction going on around me in my neighborhood. It's not exactly on my street, but they put this lovely block on the end of my street that says no through traffic. So it's really quiet. It's wonderful. I have been spending a lot of time just sitting and enjoying the quiet. And if the birds come up and start singing or whatever, that's cool. Just be. Just exist. And you will find peace. I like that a lot. Wow. So, to help you with your beliefs and to find inspiration, watch a movie. Pick a good movie this week to watch, or even if you want to watch a movie every day, go for it. But watch a movie that you really, I think that even if it's a movie that if you put your intention into it, that it be an esoteric watching of the movie instead of necessarily following the script line, I think you'd be very surprised at what will come out. 90% of my meditation is in silence. I sometimes do intentional meditation where I'm guided, and sometimes I listen to Peruvian flute music if I'm doing something special. But mostly it is quiet. I like to meditate to Native American flute music, Native American chanting. There's a whole batch in the New Age genre of Carlos Mackay and Coyote Oldman and John Running Horse. I can't. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Anyway, native, and then we've always got Redbone. Native American music has always had a huge effect on me, and I didn't really realize it because I was a big Redbone fan. I knew they were Native American, but it didn't really click with me before. But anyway, living here, when my prayer, when I say I call the people born of the soil of the Grand Canyon, most of the native tribes here in Arizona believe that there was a period of time where they had to go underground. Things were violent on the surface, so they had to go underground. So to be reborn, they were reborn by walking out of the Grand Canyon. So it's very important. Plus, I lived there as a child. So it's very important to me to honor my aunt when I was writing that prayer, to honor my ancestors who weren't always really kind to the native peoples when they first arrived here in Arizona. So I am repentant of that. And the land here is so energetically charged. Grand Canyon, Sedona. There's a reason why when the Spaniards came here, that the Jesuit priests, when they went up from Mexico to California, they came here. We had one in particular, Father Kino. Half of Tucson is named after this Jesuit priest. So, but Tucson, the city of Tucson itself is something like 2,000 years old. We've been here a really, really long time. Um, there's archaeological digs and stuff. They've been doing a lot of upgrading and building apartments and all kinds of stuff in our downtown. Tucson has been exploding as far as roads and infrastructure and that kind of thing. Thank heavens our potholes were big enough to swallow your car before. But now I'm till the end, till this time next year, my street is going to be like this. So it's going to, all the ambulances are, my house, the next block up is the back entrance into a major hospital here in Tucson Medical Center. So all the ambulances, they aren't going that way from the west side of town. They're all coming. So that's kind of noisy. But every time that happens, I say a prayer for the person in the ambulance. So it's a good way to keep me in prayer. So anyway, now we're doing it on our time. Wow! 5 minutes left. I swear, you push that live button and you lose a half hour out of your day. YouTube, when you go live, it goes so quick. It really does go fast. Oh, well, I could just hang out here with you guys all day, though, but then you guys wouldn't get anything done, and neither would I. You tried to meditate to polkas? I love it. Your German ancestors. You sweetheart. But I just ended up singing along and dancing. It's like a while ago, just before I went live. Usually I sit here and I'm focused and doing the meditation. Not really meditation, but I'm getting centered and focused and all of that. And for some reason, I have two groups that popped into my mind today that I can't get out of my head. Number one is Alan Parsons Project. I don't care what song you put on. Eric Wolfson passed away, so he died like a long time ago. But for some reason, their music has been... Well, the other day, it was Thanksgiving, I listened to the song Turn of a Friendly Card and laughed and laughed and laughed. That's what I do for a living. Turn a friendly card. It just made a new connection. So today it was the song Time from Alan Parsons. Really hit home with me. So I put that on, and somehow I ended up on Believer by Imagine Dragons. And there went all the peaceful. Let's get centered. Let's get focused. Let's dance. First things first. I was like, okay. And then I listened to Thunder. So, hey, you guys, for you, it's Sin, I knew it, lady. For me, it's Scottish bagpipes, too. My ancestry goes back to the Earl of um, Mar. Good grief. Talk about a blank. Yeah. I'm a I'm a descendant of the Earl of Mar out of Aberdeen, Scotland. My mom's family, side of the family. Oh, good. Yay. You're a tough stick today. Did you? Usually I find, sweetheart, when that happens is because I haven't drank enough water. So I know that if I have to have a blood test, I'm trying to find my box. If I have to have a blood test, one thing I make sure that I focus on is that I drink a lot of water. And it has a double effect because you can give them a urine sample too. But, hi, Teresa Levine. You say prayers every time you see an ambulance? Yeah. Every time I hear a siren, I think, oh, somebody's day just got messed up. Somebody's having a bummer of a day. And so I say a little prayer that it gets better. Yeah, I want to see you do the polka. I went to a wedding one time and wore this long dress, right? It was a formal wedding. And they played a polka. So I was having a great time dancing the polka, and ripped the crap out of my dress. I kept stepping on the hem. Oh my goodness. Those were the days, I tell you. They were good times. Really good times. Well, since we're getting at that time, it's been an hour. I am going to let's see what the backside of our quote for today is. This wonderful. If you don't have goals, then you won't see the opportunities. So set some goals for the week. It's okay if you don't achieve them, but set them and make an attempt. I am not a person who is ruled by my to-do list. I will get done what is meant to get done today. And what I can't get done, I don't beat myself up about. Okay? Yeah, be gentle with yourself today. All of you, but especially you too, Kelly. So, for tonight, before you go to bed, please pay attention. Oh, thank goodness, I don't have to try to read who the person's name is. It's Clement DeCorp again. Most people overestimate the challenge and underestimate their ability. Think of a time you overcame an obstacle. Moved a finger. What made you succeed? And what's to say you can't do that again? Wow, today is definitely about taking care. Okay, here's our focus today. Take care of yourself by relaxing, dancing, watching a movie, practice deep breathing, and meditate. Those things will help you believe in your success, our success at creating a peaceful life. My goodness, I thank you guys so much for being here today. This was really interesting how we end up where we end up, and you know, thank you, Flowing. Peace and love to you all. Yeah, dancing a polka's fun. Oh, especially when you drink a lot of beer. Which I don't do anymore, neither does Dolly. So anyway, you guys, I hope you have a really good week. Tomorrow, Dolly is live. She'll be live at 10 Central Time. And then Friday, we have Coffee Talk with Sonia. She'll be live at 8:30 Pacific. Same time as you guys came to meet me today. 10:30 Central. And you drank enough for 2 lifetimes? Same here, girl. I used to be a binge drinker when I was in college. Ugh. So I don't do that anymore either. 10 a.m. Central. Please come if you have the time. Yes, please. We have a lot of time. We have a lot of fun over there. We laugh a lot over on Dolly and Dolly's live stream. So thank you, Fatima. Everyone, have a blessed week. And I'm going to send you out. Take care of yourselves, please, because I want you to come back to me next week, okay? I love you. We'll see ya next time.